welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing? It's been a minute since we've chat and discover art together, and today I am experimenting with epoxy resin. I'm this in a vlog because I'm not really doing anything serious, like any serious art related stuff. I'm basically just trying it out, trying to gain some comfort level working with it before I bring it to you seriously. And I'm working with the Sing-Wong epoxy resin. Now this is supposed to be very safe. It has the safety features all there, and it's supposed to be very safe to be used. I did buy a couple molds that are for epoxy. This is could either be earrings or keychain molds. It has a bunch of different shapes and sizes there. It also came with these two molds. These are some, I call them trinket containers, where you can put like little earrings or coin trinkets in. I have these little molds here, which is pretty cool, and then have this other container. Now these molds came in a set, so I didn't buy them separately. They all came together, which I think is pretty nice. What I discovered while I was trying to go into this whole epoxy thing was that there was so many different molds, I mean, you can basically make a ruler, you can make hair combs, you can make dominoes, you can even make small paint palettes with the epoxy molds, which is pretty amazing. I was like, wow, I was really blown away by the different molds and stuff. And you can be very creative with the epoxy resin too. This one here is clear. These are clear epoxy resins, but you can add different colors to it or different glitters to cause different effects. So it's very, very versatile. Okay, so as you know me, the little researcher in me, actually that's what my post-grad degree is all about, nursing research. And I couldn't just come on here and start doing a thing on epoxy resin not knowing anything about it. So I did a little bit of Googling because I really want, it's kind of like getting into a whole other form of art, that you can really get deep into it. And basically epoxy is a reactive pre-polymers that contains epoxide groups, and these are known as epoxy. So it's basically a group of carbon compounds from what I gathered, and all of them are called epoxy together. Now they are poured into different molds like these, usually made from silicone, and they're left to harden. Now there's a different type of resin called the UV resin, and that basically hardens with UV light. The UV light source can either be, what's the word I'm looking for? Natural, like from the sun, or it can be unnatural, like the UV light flashes that they have, like the old UV flashlights they have, or the UV lamp. So, and it's cured, and it's usually cured quicker than the epoxy resin. Now these epoxy resins usually cure within 24 hours to 48 hours. So yeah, that's why it has up there cure time 24 hours. So I have to basically leave this alone and not look at it for a full day. Which brings me to why it's a vlog. Okay, because I am going back to work. Today is my day off and I'm going back to work. I do have a couple of days back at work. And by the time I get back to this, it will be 48 hours, which is pretty good cure time for this. I'm going to be leaving it for 48 hours. And also I have my window open, so because I've heard that it can be very, very, very smelly. Even though it says non-toxic here, it can be very, very, very smelly. I also did do a bit of research and found out that you can, like I said, you can put different colors in it because this is clear. So this is a dye, an opaque white. I believe that you can drop this in your epoxy and mixture, and it brings the epoxy to an opaque white, and this allows it, just in case I want to do different things with it. From my scrapbooking days, I do have some glitter that I could throw in it too. I'm gonna see how things goes, because really and truly I don't want to mix a lot of epoxy. I'm basically thinking to maybe fill one of these little shapes here, and I have a little sticker that I have put off on one of my sticker sheets, and I want to create like a little D, like something like that, a little keychain. And because I have these, I also bought a set of keychains here. I think I forgot how much rings are in this. I think this has about 50 rings. So just to create a little keychain, just a little experiment, guys. This vlog is just about experimenting and doing cool stuff. Like I said, I haven't really done any work with it yet. This is my experimenting, and I haven't really done any research on this yet, so excuse me. This, I think you just put it in like this, and then you just leave it the overnight, the 24 hours to dry, and we'll see how it goes. We'll literally see how it goes, because you really do put this in the epoxy. I am talking too much, so let's get into it. All I did with this box is open it here and look to see if everything that it says came in this box. Now let me pull you guys out a bit, bring it this way. I know, right? So in here we have, I've already shown you my silicone molds. So in here we have 3 cups. These are the measuring cups. This comes with 3 measuring cups, so you can measure the epoxy. And from what I read, this is a 1-to-1 epoxy, so you mix 1 equal amounts of each solution, because there's 2 solutions that comes with it. You have the epoxy agent and you have the hardening agent, and you put equal amount in each, and then you pour in the third. So that's really cool. It also comes with gloves, because one of the things I read about resin is that they can be very irritant to skin. So they can be a skin irritant, so you need to protect yourself. It also came with some pipettes. Oops, 4 little pipettes. I think this is so you can put it into the stuff, so that's pretty cool. And these are the 3 ml pipettes, which is pretty nice because that's the type of pipette I have too, 3 mls. And then you have the actual solutions. There's also some instructions in there. So it's equal part of the resin to equal parts of the hardener. And these are enough jars. It's not like, you know, I'm doing a huge epoxy business. I'm just experimenting with epoxies. And then you have, I think I have a crown. 4 little sticks. Oh, cool. A little crown. How nice. 4 little sticks, and in my country we call these paletas sticks, but they're actually just 4 little sticks. There's this treat that we call paletas in this country, and that's where I got my pali sticks from. It's actually in reference to the paletas that we sell here. It's really good. If I could find a picture of a paletas, and I'll show you a picture of my pali sticks, what you guys know what it is. So, you know, maybe you guys have something similar that you sell in your country and you just know it by a different name. So that's pretty cool. So basically this is what we have for my epoxy. This is super. So now that you've seen what I have, let's get into it. Okay, so what are we doing? We're putting on some gloves. I'm hoping this is a pair. Give me 2 pairs. Yes, this is a pair. Thank you for the 2 pairs. I'm only going to put it on one hand, my right hand. Funny enough, whenever I canalize a vein, I only use glove on my right hand, because really and truly this is the most active hand I have. Oh my goodness, this is not going to end well, guys. This is not going to end well. I'm taking these off. You know why I'm taking them off? Not because I don't believe in safety, but these gloves are clumsy. And as a glove expert, thank goodness I'm a nurse, I know that if you work with clumsy glove, it's almost as unsafe as not working with any gloves at all. I'm just saying, that's the reason why I'm taking them off, because they're clumsy. You know, I almost say, you know, when I'm canalizing a vein, I can't wear a big glove on my hand, because if I'll continuously, and it's just going to be all messy. It's not going to, my coordination is going to be off. So I'm taking it off. I'll be as careful as I can with my actual hand, so I don't get any of the epoxy on me. but I can't use that glove. Honestly, I cannot. That's a disaster waiting to happen. My window is open. So from what I gathered, it's equal parts A to equal parts B, and then you pour into C. So equal parts A to equal parts B, and then we pour into C. Now, I'm not saying you guys not to use glove. If you feel comfortable and you know how to work without glove and keep your hands safe, you can go without it. But if you're not a glove expert like I am, wear the gloves. Just learn how to work around it. Okay? Now, I don't want a lot. That's the whole thing. I really don't want a lot because I'm making just one little mold, which is this little mold here. I'm not making these big ones. I think I'll save those for when I do an actual art session. And I'm wondering if I should add glitter to it because I have my little thing there. So let me go and grab some glitter. I got some glitter here from my days when I used to be a card maker and scrapbooker. This is basically the first glitter I ever bought in my life, right here. This one. And then I got these other little sets. I do have some glitter. Okay. So I'm gonna pick the red one. Clunky red one or fine red one? I'm thinking do a little bit of the clunky one. I just found something I was looking for since we moved. While looking for my glitters, I found this, which are my colored leads for a 2mm pencil. And I've been looking for these for so long. I actually thought that I inadvertently threw them away in the move. I honestly thought that because I was looking for them for so long. I didn't know where they were. I thought I packed them up, but I was like, oh my goodness, where can they be? And then bam, when I'm looking for these glitters, I saw them and I was like, oh wow. So yeah, that is so surreal. That is so cool too. So now that I have my glitters, let me get into this. So like I say, if you're not a glove expert, please guys, wear proper protection. Okay? I've been a nurse for the past what? Wow, I've been a nurse for almost 17 years. Damn. In a third world country. So I have learned to work carefully with my bare hands so I don't get any bodily fluids on me. So I'm just gonna pull out equal parts of this. Can I pull out equal parts or do I have to pour it? Oh, this doesn't look like it's gonna be a put this somewhere where it'll cause the least amount of trouble. Well, I'm working on a thing, so I could put it here because I just have to throw this away when I'm done with some of this. Oops, sorry. I also do have a blower torch, to be honest. Yeah, let's put this somewhere where it'll cause the least amount of trouble. I don't like pipettes for this reason too. I am so sorry, I'll have to wash this out immediately. I just want to work with a little bit. I really don't want a lot of stuff. Just a little bit. I should have mixed it in here all. I do have a silicone what's the thing? My the beautiful part about working with epoxy is that the drying time is so long. So versus UV resin where the drying time is so short. So basically, this will take a while to dry. And the beautiful thing is I'm working on a covered surface, so it doesn't affect my desk underneath. I do have some layers underneath here. I should have labeled it, but I believe this is the B. I'm just gonna mix it a little bit more. So thick. I don't want a lot. That's the whole thing. I don't want a lot. So I'm working with a little bit. And this is the A. Just be careful, guys, when you're doing certain things. With your bare hands, be careful, especially with things that can be skin irritants like this. But I got enough of this. Look at me practicing on safety. Okay, there we go. This is what I don't like. I'm gonna wash this all up. There is a scent coming off this, but it's not strong. Maybe it's because I have the window open. It's a pretty windy day today, so today's a good day to try epoxy resin out. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm gonna be experimenting a lot. Don't do what I am doing. Don't do what I am doing. Okay, let me grab my glitters. I want just a little bit. I had a little, I'll just use one of these. Ah! Don't you guys go there. This has to be thrown away because it's not exactly what I wanted. Don't you forget about me. And you didn't come to this song for my bad singing. You didn't come to this channel for my bad singing, so. Okay. Now I need to put this in here. Or somewhere here so it can harden. Yeah. No, wrong one. This is the one I already messed up. Okay, I'm just trying to push this on it right around the ring so it doesn't come off. My keychain. See how good I am. See if I actually did this thing correctly. I have a sticker to the bottom of this that has D on it, so okay, so now I will be putting this away. Sorry to hit the camera just now. I'm going to be putting this away. I think I'm going to put it on my bookshelf so it could cure. I'm going to come back to it after I come back from work. I said today's my day off and I have a couple days at work, so I'm going to be at work for at least the next 2 days, so I'll give it at least 48 hours to fully cure. It didn't say if you have to put it in a sunny part, but these are epoxy resin, so I could basically just put it in my bookshelf Doesn't catch a lot of sun there. It's rather shady, the part I'm thinking put it, and it can cure there. And let's see in 48 hours if I have a keychain, a nice keychain, a glittery keychain with D in it. That'll be so cool. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Thank you guys so much for all your support. And yeah, my hands are good. Like I said, it's one of the benefits of being a nurse in the country of Belize. You learn to do very intricate things without gloves, because some of the gloves you work with is extra big. And when you're working with extra big gloves, sometimes it's best you don't work with any gloves at all. I'm sorry, it is. Because it's clumsy, you make mistakes. So that's the reason why I chose to wear gloveless, because the gloves were extra big and I could have foreseen me just making mistakes. So it's best that I didn't use any. But I have this, so I'll be getting rid of these stuff here that are on my desk. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.